Hello and welcome to the Revelations Masterclass. This is a part of the Feral Feminine Initiation with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. And I am very excited to be presenting this because it has been over a year since the last initiation process. It is a real honor to be facilitating this because it is different to my other programs. This is not just like anybody can join. This is application only. This is deep priestess initiatory rites of passage. And you're here, so that means you're already on that pathway. I know some of you were in the last intake of Reveal. Um, this round is going to be slightly different because they have actually revealed a little bit more information to me. Like last time, it was just a whole um, delicious opportunity for me to really surrender into the truth of my channel. And one of the most glorious things that has happened in the last few months as I've been settling into where I'm living now is I've been reading the Magdalene manuscript because obviously we're always journeying and we're always learning and we're always growing. And what I realized was there was this confirmation of me reading something that someone else had channeled on behalf of Mary Magdalene and me going, oh my God, we went into this last year when we went through like the snake initiation with Reveal. And I'm like, I know I'm good, but it's always nice to have like confirmation because so much of what we do is just like faith and feelings, right? Anyway, so this is a masterclass. It's an opportunity for you to experience, taste, try on a charcuterie board of experiences of what we're going to be going through in Reveal. We're going to be starting next month around solstice, so around the 21st of June. And the beauty of that is it's the turn. It's the turn of the year. It's the time when we begin to renew and return to self. What I have is a girl who made notes. Oh my God, who am I? And some light coding, which I'm going to be sending through to you with the replay. Ooh. So I want to invite you in this moment to just take a breath out. Drop your shoulders, drop your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Feel into your jaw or your temples, anything that's being held, drop it down. If you want to, give those shoulders a little roll and either placing your hands over your heart or palms facing down on your knees if you feel like you need grounding. And we're just going to tune in for a moment. If it feels good and safe for you to do so, please close your eyes. I really want to welcome you into this moment. Allow your mind to focus on the sound of my voice and nothing else. Let your body breathe you and let yourself remember these hands are the hands of a very wise, ancient, initiated healer, a medicine keeper. Many of us, in fact, all of us, have experienced the rites and the rituals and ceremony of being in a mystery school, in a temple, as an acolyte, as an initiate, within a ministry. And yet, in this modern day, it's very different. You have an opportunity now to understand that your everyday life is a modern mystery school. Your everyday experience of being a human on planet Earth as we ascend into the golden age of miracles is the process of moving into the mystery and the initiation. You can self-initiate. You can go on retreats to different grid lines and locations and be initiated by the land, or through the joys and the miracle of Wi-Fi, you can also be initiated through Zoom and magical humans on the internet. So I just really want to thank you for taking the time out to be here, for trusting the call, Because as much as I am the face that you see when you turn on your computer screen, I am a channel and I'm opening up my heart and my home space of my vessel to Mary Magdalene and the Feral Feminine Initiation Codex, right? I am privileged and honored and also skilled enough to bring this work through, but also humbled and appreciating every single step of this journey because it's massive. If you haven't already, you can open your eyes. So I started downloading this information in 2024 in about July. So it's been almost 2 years. And it's been a very long, joyful, playful, expansive process. There's been a lot of moments where I've had to really look at myself and look at the things that I have hidden from myself. Because reveal and the revelations and the initiations are consistently asking us to look at the things that we keep hidden from ourselves, because those are your greatest keys. Who are you when no one is looking? And are you proud of that person? I'm not calling you out. We're all human. We all have things. Some of us pick our noses, you know. But there's an opportunity to realize that if you really get radically honest with how you're behaving when it comes to the things that you really want, you reveal and unearth and surrender to the process of becoming so much more effortlessly. For a lot of us, it's looking for what that soul purpose is. It's connecting to finding a love or creating something or finding peace within this vessel because this is our home on this planet. And often the keys that we really, really need are behind the veil of what it is that we are not seeing clearly because it's uncomfortable. So today we're going to be moving through a process of revealing personal sovereignty and authority, a soul activation beyond distortion and templating that may have been given to you in this lifetime or others, a lineage alignment and wound alchemy around the wounded healer, the broke healer, the unpaid, unloved, unserved alchemist. A lot of you will have templating where you have been an alchemist in a time-space reality where you were used for your gifts instead of exalted and honored and revered in the way that you should be. And we're going to have Kuan Yin keys and then clarity codes from Reveal. So that sounds like a lot of stuff. It's going to be a beautiful journey. And then at the end, I'm going to talk to you about Reveal and whether or not that is something that you desire to initiate into and apply for. Does anybody have any questions? Is there anything in particular that you felt drawn to for being here today? Is there Hmm. Is there anything that you have in your lifetime, in this lifetime, experienced around the connection between yourself and the priestess codes or yourself and Mary Magdalene that has exalted your experience on planet Earth? So that's a big question, I know. Everyone has different experiences. Some of you would just, like for me, for the last 6 years, it's been Mother Mary. I walk into a cafe and there's a statue of her. I walk into a bookshop, there's a statue of her. She is everywhere and she is always around me. I'm connected to the Rose lineage, which is priestess lineage, which is Mother Mary lineage. But then if you go back beyond that, beyond Mother Mary is Mary Magdalene and Kuan Yin and Isis and back and back and back to the primordial mother. So if anybody would like to speak into their experience around those sorts of things, please comment. I just, even if it feels like you just see or have these, what is the word? serendipitous moments. Yeah.
I'll speak into this a little bit. I mean, for me, ISIS has been coming through a lot. I mean, I've been working with Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary for a little bit with my pottery and doing all the divine feminine stuff, but definitely ISIS has been coming through in different ways, whether that's I see her wings or the vibrant blue. I mean, look at the color of my wall. Pretty much screams ISIS to me, and that was a fluke in getting that color. Um, yeah, and just also like I think that recently just yeah, just coming more into my own gifts. It's funny because yesterday I was talking to a friend who had been going through some hard things and sending them some voice notes, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're so spot on!" Da 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 da. Da. And then I listened to them like later on, and I was like, I don't remember saying half of that. So definitely felt like they were just these channel messages that I was just giving this person exactly what they needed or what was just really coming through at the time, but it wasn't from my brain. It was just a flow of words and a flow of yeah, creating magic or whatever it's called.
I love that so much. That's your channel. And like last year, Reveal was about finding the channel. It was about opening up to that. Oh, and I love it so much because I guess not a lot of people talk about this, but when you're in full-on channel mode, I can do a whole session with someone and I will remember for about 2 hours afterwards, potentially. And then I move on with my life and I forget about it. And it's why I hardly ever get on social media and talk about the amazing things that happen to people because I don't remember. Because firstly, your brain doesn't need to carry all that data all the time. But secondly, when you're in channel mode, you are so into the vortex of your pillar of light. You are so in the connection between you and God and Gaia that your human mind kind of steps to the side and your soul speaks. And it's this juicy divine place that allows you to access wisdom that is far beyond your years or even far beyond what your human actually understands. Because I will be channeling every now and again and I'll be talking about like quantum dynamics or like physiological stuff. And I'm like, but my human doesn't understand how bones work. It's just like, it's the magical operating system that is just so far more advanced than our human years. Mm, okay, I love that. Would anybody else like to speak into that? You're welcome to put it in the chat too. It's up to you. I've got some spicy cacao here. What is this, Tana? Are we hanging 10? Oh my God. I'm such a silly goose. I sat down and I was like, I've got everything and I'm a priestess and I'm a professional priestess. And then I'm like, what are you talking about, Tana? You're literally a gremlin dressed as a girl. This is an so side questing, but it really is the moment to realize that who you are as a person is perfect for who you are as a person. You don't need to be like anyone else. You don't need to be any certain thing. Okay, so I'm gonna put my headphones in and we're gonna go into this moment. Oh my God. Can you hear me? Excellent. I'm disconnecting my phone. Oh my Lord. I don't know why we're speaking in an accent now. Okay, before we begin, you don't have to share this in the comments if you don't want to, but I want you to feel into your body and Mm. I'm going to challenge you to share this in the comments, actually. What does sovereignty mean to you? Sovereignty, excuse me. For me, it's the opportunity to operate as an individual who is outside of collective conditioning. I'm the authority of my life because I choose to decondition to a point where I become who I truly am. You can ruminate on this. Let it sink in. Mary's been bringing through a lot of keys lately around sovereign authority. So many of us have been taught through our life conditioning that we are to put others' needs before our own. And we are now moving into this place today. Very much lineage alignment for me is about bringing sovereign authority in and through and aligning the nervous system and the key points of the body to understand that no matter what it is that someone expects from you, if it is a disrespect to your boundaries, if it is not what you wish to participate in, tough shit. We are not showing up for anything that is not what we want anymore. It's gonna get spicy, guys. I can feel it. To choose oneself and to be oneself. Amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is time. I'm gonna go for probably 40-ish minutes in this transmission. So get yourself comfy and drop into your body, please. Closing down your eyes. Allowing your hands to gently rest in your lap or make contact with your body somewhere. Bringing yourself into coherence with you in this moment. Deep breath in. And I want you to exhale all the way out, letting your lungs empty completely. Mahasikia koro usutru mat em sitsirian satsarat at sitsiri i ambia korum sitsara at ir at ir at ir. In this moment, I want to invite you to activate your own internal wisdom. For millennia, we've been taught to seek outside, find the guru, find Jesus, find the being, the apostle. In this moment, right here and right now, we're going to be turning your own sacred flame all the fucking way on. It's time for you to trust in the sovereign divinity of you, the sovereign authority of you, and the inner wisdom of you, far beyond the conditioning or the domestication of your human in this lifetime. We're going to open up the Akashic records of each and every one of you, either here live or on the replay. And what we're going to do is move from the seed life all the way through multidimensional time-space reality to this pivotal point in your soul's evolutionary journey. We're going to move up into the ancestral realms, 14 generations back. Lineage alignment activating now. And then moving deep down into the core of Gaia, feeling the fire, the flame, the freedom of this planet rising up into you. Breathe. Excellent. And we call forth into the descendant line, regardless of whether you have children or not. Forward, forward, forward to the end point of your soul's existence in the eternal cosmic dance of life. From these 4 points, we draw the frequency of your soul in. We call in ancestral blessings. We call in the lessons alchemized to the point of wisdom and embodiment. Keep breathing and remind your brain that all you need to do in this moment is receive, listen to the sound of my voice and nothing else. In this moment, we welcome Mary Magdalene, Yeshua Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, Isis, Hathor, and Kuan Yin into the field. Feel them descending into your space. Beyond time-space reality, we are initiated. Feel the becoming of who you are. Feel the alignment. Kori inyakara asetim bi ishut satsirin satsirat ot. On hari kya sotur umat esit. Im satsire inyakoro usotul satsirat I. Mana aki I sete in hakara satsire it im satsarat or. Ramhatse ikya kuno usotur Unhari ikiakoro usotoro uma haki ina hakiakoro usot. Mahania kara amsetsere it iniakoro usotoro umat in. Any places and spaces within your vessel, within your body, within your blood, your bones, and your ancestry that cannot see the truth of your divinity are cleared now. Breathe. Open. Activate. Mahakian sukuru usuturu umati. Rahat im setse et it okorum sat erin yakara asetim bi ikya kuru usotur Ramhat se kya kuru usotur manyanri ikya kara asetim bi. Bahatin yakuru usuturu marit. Rahatin yatare esetim bi akara ansekya kuru usuturu mariadri andri 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 Hunia karasetim biakara amsekya kuru usuturu utu utu mbayasha kara amshiki karamini ekya. Kini akara asetim bi ine akara absuku koro utu muhati iti mianara akia koro usoto utu mahakianara akina akia at in satsara at imbi akara anuhut. Ono ut usut hut hrut sukia kara asetim bi akaram. Kini akara asetim bi akaram sekia koro usuturu rahatini akara asetim bi andere ikia koro usuturu Rahatimia nare ekia suturu utu umunaret. Onse kia kuru usuturu utu upotiandri isete ete ramhasiti iti pianara akia kurum. Unya nara akia nuru usuturu utu umunya nara akina. Ramhatsit siri inya nara akia kuru usuturu utu tiamarets. Yohutu muhutinya kara sitim biandri isete imbia kuru usut. Haratset siri nyandri ikia kuru usuturu umunyandri ikia. Kinia kara aset imbiandoro sotro uto umyanre iset sere inia kara aset unsat sere esete imyanre ikia kara osotro manyanre ikia kara mine rahati myanre ikia kara osotro manyanre ikia kara osotro umunat ram hase kia kara osotro utotro manyanre etre andre etre andre etre andre arets ram hase kia kara osotro manyanre ikia kara umunyanre iset rahase kia kara osotro umunyatre Ina hakia kuno usututuro munyanere isitete raniere karamonyanere karakara I Yamsek yakoro usuturo munyanere isite emyanere isite et ir amset ir an urut umsatse ekyakoro usuturo umat inni ekyakoro umut Uno usutu ut sakyakara aset imsitsetere nyakram. Hiniakara aset imbiakara anyakara aset imbiakara asekyakara usukuru kurumanyandere ire. Yam hase its imi yandere ire inyanere ire inyanere ira. Ona hakina aki esete imyanere ekyakara usuturu umare. Ram Om Karianya Kya Kara 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 Kamanyandre Ekya Kara Katare Itere Itere Yandre Itere Itere Itera Atere Itere Mnina Akya Koro Usuturu Umanyandre Ekya Kara Manyandre Ekya Koro Manyandre I Ram Haset it Im Sit Sat Sat Ansarat Sit Mahasakya Koro Usutum Ram Setse Ete Mohasete Ete Mihekya Karam Set Irat O Nahakina Are Eniano Unsa Umsek insat suhuronaret sekina aki po unsut sirin yakar umsat ramsak i henya kara ati ti mianara aki kikikiato rat ramsere ti mianara aki undo hot umsatsi inya kara amsaret Unhare inia haret se ita amsurut umbarina akina esita por ramhetse ikiand uns. Breathing and receiving. Noticing your body. Has your temperature changed? Is there a particular place in your body that feels activated? Asking now. For the frequency of your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit, your energetic and light bodies to be completely, from this moment forth, in coherence. Mahakyan suk. Unsatse ikyam. Excellent. We call forth the ancestral wisdom of your lineage, the blessings. So often in healing and recalibration, we focus on what was done to us, what was bad, what was wrong, and that is valid. But at what point do we tune into a witch wound clearing and go, where the fuck are the ancestral blessings? And through the alchemical act of remembering the joyous expression of your ancestors, do you heal a part of you that you didn't realize needed to fucking witness that it is not all bad, that it is not all challenge and struggle and heartache. When we prioritize joy, when we prioritize understanding that life is happening to you, life is happening for you, apologies, not to you. Life is gifting you every single fucking opportunity that you need to take the next step to become the version of you that you want to be. And if your human doesn't understand that, you need to zoom out and allow your human the opportunity to realize and understand that your soul chose something that you perhaps have not clocked into yet. And that's a beautiful fucking journey on its own. The struggles that you have, the boundaries that you repeatedly let slip, those are training grounds. That is the mystery school. No one is asking you to shave your head and meditate for 14 hours a day and serve the community. You're being asked to be fully integrated in society whilst simultaneously living the mystery school. And that's one of the most challenging experiences anyone can ask for. Because it's a hell of a lot easier to meditate for 14 hours and serve your community and not get triggered when you're not in the everyday throes of being part of a community. You chose to be an initiate in society. And what a fucking journey that is. What a privilege to have chosen one of the most difficult pathways for a human, and you're doing it. And most of the time, you're doing it with a smile on your face. And when you're crying, you're understanding that you never smiled for 7 years, so you're not going to cry for 7 years either. You have so much fucking dignity and empathy and compassion for a human who has walked through the things that you have. We see you, we honor you, we witness you, we understand. Every single human who comes onto this planet as an initiate chooses a pathway that is going to rock the literal core of who they are, because the purpose of that is to find yourself again afterwards. The very first Feral Feminine workshop in October 2024, Mother Mary came through and she explained it perfectly. And we're going to invite her in now to express this again. Whether you've heard this story before or not, let it sink into your bones because it is profound. Every human is born innocent and worthy. Every human is born with a purpose and a soul mission. And it is through the experience and the initiation of living this human experience that something happens to the human where the sovereignty is removed. There is a violation of boundaries, of body, of privacy, of some aspect of you. And we know and we witness that that is deeply painful and traumatic and unbearable at times. But the reason Tana is part of this collective is because she chose that, she walked through it, and then she walked out the other side. And if I can, so can you. There were many, many times, many years ago, where I sat on the floor and thought the only way out is through, and I don't fucking know how I'm going to ever make it out of this. But we do. And the beauty that Mother Mary speaks into is that your process of reclaiming self-authority and coming back to yourself, the journey of reclaiming who you truly are after everything that your human has experienced, to be kind, to be compassionate, to be open, to be loving, to see each individual, even if they're, quite frankly, a bit of a dickhead, with a loving eye because of who you are. That is monumental. That's the work. And through the reclamation, that's your hero's journey into yourself. Now, I want you to breathe into the space between your shoulder blades for a moment, please. We are receiving some beautiful cosmic upgrades from the Seraphim Dragons. I was not expecting them today, but I'm not surprised that they're here. Oh. If you feel called to, breathe as if you're breathing through the front of your chest, through your heart bottle, and out through the back. Dentra, my dragon elder, is here, and he's chuckling as always. So many of the humans forget that just because they cannot see their quantum dynamics and architecture doesn't mean that they're not there. The halo, the wings, even the markings from your previous lifetimes, they're all there. You have everything that you have ever needed to make your way through into the best version of you. The only reason you seek a mentor or a teacher is so that you can receive keys. Tana's greatest desire is always to render herself not needed to you, because you're going to be like a child sent off into the world, like a bird who learns how to fly. Dependence on mentors is an inverted matrix template. For your requirement to be initiated, your requirement to have a mentor is about you growing and glowing and grieving and healing and being witnessed again and again and again and again until you realize, oh, I can self-soothe. Oh, I can self-initiate. Oh, I can witness myself. Sure, we always want community, absolutely. But you are never doing this alone. Because just as you can't see the dragon wings that you have attached to you, you can't see that you're surrounded by thousands of guides and guardians and ascended master teachers all the time. You are so fucking supported that you would be knocked off your feet if you understood it with the gravity of what it really is. We know that you understand that there are guides. We know you understand that there are ascended masters. But there are beings of light and devotional frequencies that are here, and their sole purpose in this moment, as you are incarnated in this vessel, is to support you, is to love you, is to guide you. Do not forget that you are supported far beyond what you think to be true. Far beyond what your human even knows to comprehend. And isn't that a blessing? In the adiario. Oh, in the adiario. Oh, oh. Feeling yourself as the center point of your human, the center point of your soul's existence, and feeling those 4 points: seed, infinite self, source, and Gaia. And again, draw that frequency down and into you. Receive it, become it, anchor it. As we anchor this frequency shift, we anchor the revelations of your soul. We open up the column of your ascension. Feel how your light body absolutely reverberates with the revelations. There are multiple keys and coordinates, sacred geometries and grimoires being transferred from your ancestral line into you. Only those of the highest light frequencies and what is needed for this journey forward, so that your human can effortlessly see what it is that you need in this and all moments. Again and again and again and again, you move feeling life rise to meet you when you are so anchored in your truth. Feel those 4 points magnetizing into you. And feel how, as if by default, the connection point to the truth of who you are, your breath deepens, your nervous system unwinds. Feel it in your body, how every aspect of you is coming online, and every hurt piece of you is finding grace over and over and over again. In this moment, we receive the waters of Kuan Yin, bringing her frequency down and all around you, wrapping around your body, in and through. All of you is cocooned in love, in the energy of the mother, of the divine feminine. And the remembrance that to be feral does not mean to be harsh or brash. Feral is about being soft and strong, still and sovereign. You are safe in this and all moments. Again, allowing the body to deepen into the breath. Welcoming in and saying, I accept and I receive all of the upgrades that are coming through now. Feeling the Syrians in your field, feeling the weight of your body. Your brain starts to feel as if it's so deep as you receive this cosmic surgery. The Syrians are now opening up and extracting anything that is still wounded within you, around being fully embodied in your power, in your sovereign spiritual expression, truly shifting you into a whole new world. Feel how the mind is literally being reprogrammed to see the good, the grace, the gratitude, to understand that growth sometimes is uncomfortable, but it's worth it. You are so fucking powerful and so deeply needed on this planet right now. Keep breathing. Ko ho ma'asit im hai ansak ya koro usut. Hayanti kia korosot biashir, biashir, biashir. Buyani ikiasot be, yakara it e. Orianara aset amset osot soro osot saram. Pero osot bira asat pero osot aret esot yanarat ika aset ina aset i kuhumo osat yo no sé en yakaram pe eset mo osina akiakor kihimiakaram mero osoto mero osoto anahaki iset hona asete mianara isayamot inai ikiako hot ini akara asetem bira asoto utom yato to osot ramhayanar ikiakoromot reheti itaam unsatser. Your body is the gateway to heaven on earth. Your body is the connection point to all that you are. Can you feel it? The way that your body is the power. Your body is the mechanism, the frequency. Every single one of you exists within an orbit of power. And as you connect into those 4 points and you draw your power in and you draw those keys down, you activate a level of soul embodiment within this physicality that you have never met before. And it grows and grows and grows with you. And as you glow and grow and grieve and heal, so does that connection. Because it cannot be lost or broken. It can simply only be activated in a way that allows more and more and more of you to come online. And this is what Revelations is. This is what the understanding of the quantum architecture of your existence on this planet is. And this is what we want to invite you deeper into. Feel it. Feel how much more of you is ready to come on. Feel yourself now standing on the precipice of a great journey and initiate. You've walked the way many times before. This time it's just in a different version of the mystery school because the mystery school is life. What a blessing to live the full extent of this human delicious juiciness and the mystery connected. Understanding how powerful a being needs to be a part of this joint venture. Do you see yourself more clearly now? Can you feel it? Koreanar ik yakorosut setsarat in unarinaret unarianaret insat yakorosut sare it ansit sarianare ikya kurut insek yakarasit inni yakorosut Ramhat sit 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 Ramhat sit 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 Ramhat sit 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 sit. Feel it. Feel your body coming online and feel the initiated. Feel, feel the initiation becoming a part of your molecular structure, your blueprint. Feel yourself coming home to you. Koreana akiki akara asetemo. You are so worthy and deserving of all that you desire. Life loves you. This transmission is now coming to a close. Every tendril of energy that has shifted and moved within and around you, within your cosmic blueprint, comes to completion. May the integration of these codes be effortless, easeful, and graceful. And may you wake up every single day remembering the beauty of what it is to be alive, remembering how you chose to be here at this time because you have keys for the planet. You are important and you are so needed. Ramatse kia kurusuturu umat it. Mehesi kia kurusut. All gateways and portals that have been opened for the purposes of this transmission are closed now. We allow you to return to your resting state, allowing the magnetism from those 4 points to ease to a general living state now. We want the integration of this to be an effortless dance and the opportunity to see more of yourself, to see more of how you could exist without the weight of what you used to think you were, without the self-judgment, without the lack of boundaries. You setting yourself up to anchor into a place of saying, this is my boundaries, and if you cross them, you're done. How someone responds to you in that has got nothing to do with you. That's the them problem. how you feel about their response. And that's a way that we sit with our little girl or our little boy or our little child and we hold them and we say, I see you. How are you? Mm, you need a little bit more gentleness. Okay. How can I offer myself the support that I need? Those of you who haven't already, it's time to start coming back, feeling your body. Excuse me. Feeling your body. Feeling the weight, the temperature, the existence of you. Remembering that your body is the connection point. Your body is the full purpose of you being here. So let's fucking enjoy living in them. More kia karan sit, eat. I would love to know how you're feeling. Is everybody all right? Who had a little Syrian nap? I'm going to get up back on my chair. Oops. About halfway through that transmission, I realized that I should have talked about the program before, because now all your brains are blasted and so is mine. So, mahasi kia korosut. If you have water, you should drink some. Did anybody receive something exciting in that? Any revelations?
Can you share the story about the painting of Mary Magdalene in the background? Because she says that's all you need to hear about the courses in that story. That there's codes in the story for you got that painting. Every time I see it, I'm like, it's so charged.
It was a gift from Sandrine. So, okay, there's keys in that story. She was talking to me. So I spent a couple of hours preparing this morning and I was just staring at her. Well, for me, the story of that is like there's keys around generosity and loving the people in your life. There's keys around vulnerability and opening up to the ones that we love. There's keys around divine service and it not always needing to come from a place of fame or notoriety. So we've grown up in this. Oh my God, why does that make me feel so emotional? Spiritual connection through a psychic medium or an oracle used to be a sacred thing that you would go to for support, but it was always a teaching of external wisdom that we couldn't access. Whereas now it's flipped. Most teachers, well, the ones that I resonate with and my teachings are about how can you find that wisdom within yourself? And sure, there's always moments. And the paradox of that is that the person who gave me that painting is one of my best friends and one of the wisest spiritual teachers I know, and is still someone who will come to me if she needs support, or I'll go to her if I need support, even though we can sit in these realms and we can channel 12th dimensional Arcturians at the drop of a hat. It's the teaching of always being the teacher and always being the student at the same time. It's the understanding that we don't have to seek fame and glory. We have to seek connection to self and let that speak through. You guys love me because I'm a fucking weird person. You love the teachings that I bring because it's grounded and it's rooted in honesty and authenticity. And, for those of you who've been lo around long enough, you've witnessed me go through not wanting to get out of bed for years to becoming a person who's bright and vibrant and alive in a way that I never knew was possible. And so when I think of Mary and her teachings, and in particular the way she's it looks like she's pouring something into that glass, right? She's consistently giving to this planet. And her reminder through that, every time I look at it, is that that's what I want to do too. She lost so much in her lifetime. And her moment of understanding who she was and the capacity that she held in her supporting of Yeshua, the way that they were together with each other, was never acknowledged. And she still, for eternity, supports us, even though so many of the humans on this planet do not honor her or her wisdom or her lineage or her alchemy or the fucking work that she put in. She became an Isis initiate to the point where she could embody Isis through her teachings. When her and Yeshua were practicing the sex magic of Isis, they embodied Isis and Osiris through the interweaving of their frequency. They never yelled or screamed and said, make a church about us. They never said, please honor us. They just said, we're here. We're on the ground. We love you. We want to feed you. We want to care for you. We want to take care of you. They just existed. And the devotion of understanding as an initiate, so in terms of this codex, right? It's not always easy and it's not always comfortable. Even to the point where when you read about the sex magic that they initiated together, there were times where she wanted to abandon to the pleasure of the places they were going to. And yet the initiate is always in the back of her mind going, you have to hold yourself. You have to hold the banks. You hold the frequency because what you're creating through this connection is a co-creation that goes far beyond the point of one orgasm. It's always about this moment being all that is, all that exists all the time, and everything, the bigger picture, the understanding that you are here to initiate a part of the golden age of miracles again and again and again and again. And now I know why I wrote this down last night. All of life exists in the body of a woman. All of existence is within the fractal of life, and all of heaven already exists on earth. You were created from the womb of someone who loves you, regardless of your human interaction with them on this plane. You are made of love, and from love you will co-create a life that is beloved. And from that love you will return to the love. One of the stories that Mary speaks of is how there were very brief moments prior to Yeshua's uh, getting on the cross at Gethsemane. I think that's how it's pronounced. And there was moments where they wanted to just be in love and be together. They knew that the impending initiation of what he was becoming was part of the reason that they were together. But they also knew that the initiation of him becoming the fully embodied light that he is meant losing each other in that lifetime. And she never incarnated again. Gethsemane. My brain's been pronouncing it wrong.
Oh, it's Gethsemane, the Garden of
Gethsemane.
Gethsemane. It's a whole
Yeah.
different revelation of the story. Wow.
Mm. Mm.
because that's the body of Christ. Because it's so funny you brought this up about the church thing, because me bring up Sandrine, and I noticed how you didn't really tell the story. You kind of held it kind of close. Is that Yeshua and Mary Magdalene did not scream for churches. They were just kind of hanging out. There are people that devoted themselves to each other, and that level of devotion was so heightened that people thought of it as organized because the love was so coherent, the coherent frequency.
Mm,
And I just think that's so funny as you bring us into this initiation is that that's really what that's a deeper coding of what's being revealed in this transmission. And I think Sandrine would be like so gagged this came up because like something's telling me it's very relevant for you two right now. And she's probably going to call you with some kind of story about it. But like, yeah, like we don't have to overreach. Like you already sold it. There's nothing to sell. It's just this communion that we're sharing together. And the choice to be that whole story with them in the garden together where they just have a really human moment with like I just love you and I'm really scared of what's going to happen and it's already done but like I'm just I don't we it's like that human feeling that we can resist our own destiny and
mm,
they chose anyways. They said, it's like to run from the love story because it's like but also to still honor the human and to be like we're in it together. Like that's I'm getting really good. It's like it's kind of cute. It's like it's cute. It's like two children being like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be so hard." Like I don't know. And then like I'm so glad you shared that because you're right. Mary Magdalene has been done so dirty from a human perspective in so many ways. But the revelation here is that you can't forget something that is true and that we're
mm,
all remembering it now because I'm even having downloads and that you get to share that sisterhood together in this container where guys just being together as girls or whatever you identify with. Like it's like that has a mystery school training for you and that it's unique
mm,
to you. And that you really can't find. I mean, these girls we're hanging out with, like, I'm not sure about anyone on this call, but like Tana and these other girls, because I have one call with Angie later, they're so ordained. Like I'm selling her right now, but like these girls are so loving and so sweet. And I've met a lot of really trashy people in this space that are not of the highest and that are really manipulating people. And Tana's not one of those people. Tana really embodies a love that like it just makes me melt. And like if you're feeling called to be in this container with her, it's like this is a destiny. It's like even if it's going to be hard, like how can you refuse the love that is yours, like your birthright? It's like even honoring the scared parts. It's like because you got this far, right? And like, yeah, we can keep going. We're not doing it alone. Yeah.
I love you, Zach. Thank you. I think that, you know, what you just said is that we're not doing it alone. Um, one of the questions in the application for this is, what is your relationship like to self-holding? Because it's important that we hold ourselves. But a part of the process of me asking you that question is also, how do you want to be held so that I can open up my wings and hold you? Like Gladys and Sophia, you've been through this process, you understand it. But I do want to talk about what's slightly different this year. And that is, it's 9 weeks, so it's a lot longer. I'm only accepting 9 people into the vortex. And we're going to have a 9 week ceremonial journey steeped in priestess magic. We're going to have upgrades and transmissions around surrender, play, expansion with the goddesses of feral feminine. And so we have Kuan Yin, we have the Syrians and the White Lions, we have Mother Mary, Yeshua, and then the Isis Codex. Those are planned. Last year it was all just freely channeled. This year is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 specifically coded with different frequencies. And then the rest will be up to Our Lady Mary Magdalene. And this is about remembrance, but it's not just remembering what happened in your previous incarnations to prepare you for who you are now. It's remembering the essence of being alive. It's remembering how joyful even while the world is burning or being activated into the new timelines, it's remembrance of the aspect of you that existed in a primordial state as like a little being of bacteria before you became a human, before you became whatever it is that you became throughout all of your incarnations. And it's so far beyond anything that I could even put into words. But it's going to be revelation after revelation after revelation. And it's also going to welcome this iteration of you who is actually connected to your body in a way that is so much deeper than before. Because what I've realized throughout, the last 6 years of channeling, I mean, I've been doing it for a lot longer than that. But the last 6 years in particular have been channeling frequency that's so high that you then have to spend time embodying. And the shift into this year was, it's still fucking off the charts, right? I know I'm intense. What we're doing in this process and in every process that I lead from now on is active integration in the process. Because the body has to fucking come along. This is this time right here, right now, the only time ever throughout humanity's entire existence where we are going to ascend with the body. And what that means is we need to take care of it. We need to honor the vessel. We need to walk with it. We need to really understand that there is no differentiation between your channel, between the magic and your body. Regardless of how your body feels or what's going on with it, it's all one. It's your literal planet that gets to rove with you on this planet. Mahasi kia korosuto. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody want the application form? I crafted it, it's cute. So the official cost for this is 1,200 New Zealand dollars. However, for those of you who are here, the alumni re-entry point is 600 New Zealand dollars because I love a fucking discount. For the next 48 hours, is that right? Until Monday, the 17th, 18th, wait, fucking hell. Look, I'm too pretty to understand how calendars work, guys. Monday at 12 o'clock, the price is going up to $888. And then the official price will go up a week from there because apparently staggering price changes is like a way to draw people in faster. No, but like I don't know about you guys, but if someone's like, there's 20% off this if you buy more than one, like I'm absolutely buying more than one even if I don't need it. We're beginning in June. I want to curate this to the people who join. So we will pick a time and a day that works for everyone because I know we have people in Europe, we have people in the States, we have people in, there's a lot of time zone negotiations that are going to be happening, not negotiations, but this is my human brain is dead. Taking into account everybody's needs because if we're there live, you know, all of you who watch this replay, you're going to get like an absolute fucking amazing experience. And this lives in the quantum dynamics of Zoom recording. But when you're live, ooh, yeah, it's just being in the vortex, right? I'm going to drop the form in the chat. There's somebody chatted. Who chatted? Oh, yeah. No, I read that. The Garden of Gethsemane. Fuck's sake, I can't say it.
I think it was Gethsemane, but I come from like a church background, so I'm not sure if the pronunciation is correct.
I think you're correct. I think my brain just looks, there's just too many letters. Gethsemane.
It was a
Okay.
garden.
It was a lady garden. Okay, there's the form. And um if anybody wants to book a one-on-one call to talk about this, we can do that too. I'm gonna put that in the chat as well. I only just came up with this idea, so let me find it first. Here it is. There are nearly 20 people who registered for this, and there's 9 spaces. So if you really, really want to do this, do it. And as always, there are payment plans available on everything that I do because that is the way. Okay. Sweet honey angel babies, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for honoring the lineage of the mystery school traditions of old and new. Thank you for being connected to not only me, but our beautiful lady, and also to the Feral Feminine Codex. Like, it's a true activation of the revelation of the new earth. And if anybody wants, there's a Sekhmet trance channeling from a couple of years ago that feels very aligned to this moment. So please let me know and I'll send you the recording. Thank you so much. And the only thing I need to repeat is that Monday, I think it's the 18th, not the 17th. Monday the 18th at midday, the price is going up. So $600 until then. And send me a message if you want to know more.
Love you, girlies. Thank you for spending time with me and to each other. And bye bye. Love
Bye,
you,
love
Tally.
you.